Hey, nice girl, Jen here, creator founder of Nice Girls Finish Last. Let's talk today about headlines and why they're so important. Now, a common thing that people will do is they will go on social media and promote their business, and maybe they'll do a live or share video or even just share a post. But the number one thing I see, the mistake that I see that they make, is they do not have a catchy headline. They just basically put something up there like, oh, today was a good day, dot, dot, dot. Or, wow, this was interesting. Come talk with me now. Listen, when people are scrolling, unless they are just a diehard fan of yours, a best friend, a family member, or whatever, and even then you're taking a risk because they probably don't care, they're not just going to stop and see what you're talking about. At least not the group of people that you're hoping to have watch you. Because if you're using social media to promote your business, then you're hoping to get people watching that could potentially be someone who wants to buy your product, who wants to join your team, right? You're not really, it's great that family and personal friends get on and show you support and say hello, because now you don't have, one or two views on your video. You've got maybe like 30 or whatever instantly. That's great. But I always ask myself this, and I always have my clients ask themselves this, and you should ask yourself this: what did that do for my business? You don't need people viewing your video that there's no chance or good chance that they're going to want to buy from you or be a part of what it is you do. So, how do you get people to stop scrolling their newsfeed and check you out? Is one, you could be doing something insane in your video where they have to stop and watch. But the thing that you should do, that's one way to go about it. The thing that you should do is have a catchy headline. I will say, one tip: do not just put, a sentence going across where you capitalize the first letter of the word there and that's it. No. You want to use caps in certain places and to emphasize certain words that you want them to stick out. You want your headline to look clear and crisp, and you want it to, pop. Another thing is you have to say something that's going to build their curiosity. It could be a bold statement. It could be a question. It could just be something outrageous where they're like, what? I gotta see this. And they want to know what you're going to talk about. So you are giving them an idea of what it is you're talking about. But then you're still leaving that little bit of a curiosity on, oh, awesome, what is that? You know what I mean? So let's see, what could be one that I've used in the past? It depends if I was doing something maybe where I wanted to stir up some controversy, because if you've been watching me for a while, then you know that I like to call out the stuff that I consider nonsense and BS online of what network marketers learn within their company, because there's so much of it. It's hard to not do it. And it doesn't help you bring success into your business, so I love to call that out. But for example, if I were to post a live or whatever that I wanted to share, and the headline was something of why doing Facebook Live challenges is ruining your business, that could be one way to put a headline, because if you are watching or scrolling and you've done Facebook Live challenges, my 15-day challenge of gratitude or whatever, and some networking upline of yours told you that would be a fabulous idea to grow your business and it's not, and you go and do it, and you realize you didn't get any customers out of it, then when you see my headline, it's going to grab your attention. You're going to want to know what I'm talking about, because you can relate. You either thought about doing it, you did it, and you regret it maybe, or you realize that it didn't do anything. And so maybe you want to see, what you could have done. So that's another thing you could do too. You could post a headline where it's like, the top 5 mistakes that you're making right now in, trying to lose weight, or something of that nature. And let me share with you 3 tips to see instant results now. Now, do not lie in your headline. You better have some truth and facts to back up what it is you're saying. Don't do any of that clickbait nonsense. Have you ever watched a video where it's like, oh my gosh, watch to the end, and then you get to the end and literally nothing happened. It was the stupidest thing ever. You watched this 20-minute video, or hopefully you didn't stay on that long. You're like, what was that? Don't do that. That'll make people angry. They will stop following you. They won't care what you have to say and probably delete and block you. So don't do that. Don't lie and say something. And also don't say you're going to give them 3 tips to lose weight right now if it's not true, if it's not going to work. So don't lie, don't do clickbait stuff, but you need to have a catchy headline that's going to instantly grab people's attention and make them want to. And even the people that I've told this to, because there's been plenty, I still see people that don't. Why are you so afraid to put a headline? It's almost like you don't want someone to watch you or read the content that you shared. I just don't get it. So if you are having a problem getting the right eyes or even getting any eyes to watch your lives, your videos, check out your content, whatever the case may be, it's because you are lacking in this department. And the headline that you came up with just wasn't catchy enough, just wasn't interesting enough. Like nobody cared, So off the top of my head, if I were to be selling, let's just say weight loss shakes, and I know that I've got ones that I sell that have amazing flavors, and I know that after talking to many people, the reason why they don't stick to shakes is because they get bored of the flavor. It doesn't taste that good. It's chalky, blah, blah, blah. Do your research. Then I may do a headline as to, the number one reason why you fall off, doing shakes as your diet or whatever. Okay, I'm not going to give you a headline right now. You're not paying me. You're just watching my YouTube video free. But what I'm saying is I would go along the lines of something like that. Think about what you could teach and the knowledge that you have and how you could take that and teach your viewers, your followers, something that they more than likely don't already know, and word it in a way that is going to tell people what you're talking about, because if they can relate, or they've ever wondered, or they Googled this question before, or they're on the search for a particular product or whatnot, it's going to catch their attention because they're in that boat, and it's going to build curiosity that they just got that itch that they got to scratch. I hope that makes sense. If you are struggling right now in your business and you have a hard time getting people to notice what it is you're doing and care, it's time to get a marketing strategy in place. Go to nicegirlsfinishlast.com. We will schedule a phone call, talk about what you've been doing, what you shouldn't be doing, what you should be doing now, and also how we can help here at Nice Girls Finish Last and stop the insanity. But headlines, people, don't forget your headlines. If you want to grab people's attention, you want to get those eyes on you, then you want them to check out what it is you're doing, make sure you have a catchy and attractive and an interesting headline. Because if you don't, literally your efforts are being wasted online. You are spending time looking decent and doing a live or a video or sharing content that you discovered or whatever for no reason. No bueno. Talk to you ladies soon.